first and foremost, one of my really good friends.
She's Temple Made.
Temple Made, yep, absolutely. And I just liked her story. I remember when you came to we were talking, and you had this idea that I was like, yeah, do it. It's your passion. And I kind of just wanted you to kind of talk about how you got inspired to do it and the actions that it took to actually get this going and how long it's been going, and just kind of get into like all that stuff and how you balance, you know, your work life and your passion. Like we talk about all the time.
It's a struggle. Because
So,
right now I don't feel like I have a personal life.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Like people think we do, but we don't. But I just kind of want to just like I want people to know your story, and we'll start off with like, how did this come about?
Yes, how did 25th in June come about?
Okay. It started pretty much with like a childhood obsession with nail polish.
Okay.
So, Jamal, you've been to my old apartment when I used to live in
Philly.
Philly.
like those.
Just, it looked like a nail salon. Like
really?
I just had, every time I got paid, I would buy nail polish. Like I've told this story before, and it's ridiculous every time I say it. But like, every time I got paid, I would buy new polish. And it got to the point where I just had every single color, and I was like, I'm bored. So I tried to make my own. That's how it initially started.
Wow. Okay.
I went to, I forget the art store.
Was it like Michael's?
No, it's on like Chestnut, I don't know, somewhere in Philly.
Okay.
And I bought like pigment and paint and powder, all these different ingredients that I thought made sense, and they didn't. So I tried to make my own polish, and it was an absolute joke. It was a disaster.
Yeah.
I like ruined my carpet. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like pay your deposit.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well that didn't work. So then I just started researching, like, okay, how is this actually made? How do people manufacture it? Like, that's how my brain works. When I'm interested in something, I have to figure out every detail about it. So that kind of started the journey of just figuring out who even makes nail polish.
Okay.
So that took me about maybe like 2 or 3 months until I really made the decision that I'm gonna create my own line. So I found a manufacturer, found a distributor, and I had a lot of things that were important to me, like it had to be no animal testing and toxin free and all these different things that I care about. You don't want to ruin your skin just for the sake of like a cute manicure. It's not worth it. But yeah, it started from there, and then I kind of just fused my creativity and my passion for writing. I'm a writer now, that's what I do. That was really like the backbone of all of the things, all of the different colors and the names.
Which we'll get into in a little
yeah.
bit. The inspiration.
Yeah, so I guess in a nutshell, it just started with me being bored with my obsession and then starting something new.
So how did you come up with the name?
Of 25th of June?
Yes.
Well, June 25th is my birthday.
Okay.
That's like the most basic answer, but I don't know, I wanted it to be a play off of the location.
Okay.
Like almost like 49th and Madison.
Yeah.
That's where I work. But you know, like
right.
just a location, because I feel like accessories can kind of jumpstart an outfit or even the night. Like it's almost like that starting point. So,
I feel like, especially now, I feel like with girls, when they get the nails done, like, all right. Like,
yeah.
this is the base.
Literally, like if my nails are not done, like literally, I cussed y'all out because we had a meeting on the night of me getting my nails done. I was like, y'all do realize that I have to switch my nail day now? Like,
yeah.
I'm not.
It throws you off.
It does.
Because then your hands are out and you look crazy and you gotta sit like this and it just doesn't work.
Put one hand in your
yeah.
pocket.
It's like this the whole time.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. I don't know if it's like probably a dumb question, but do you do your own nails?
I do.
You do your own nails.
I
And
do.
you mastered that.
Yeah.
I still can't get one hand down.
Yeah.
I can do the left.
That's the
But when I get to the right,
the left hand is weak.
I've always painted my own nails, so that's like.
So that's it. Money going to.
Yeah, I prefer. Well, I did get this done the other day, but this was the first time in a long time.
But you took your own product though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, this is my color.
Like, make sure you put this in the middle.
Yeah, but I'm very particular. Like I don't like the cuticles cut a certain way, so I'm like, I don't have time.
Right.
But I mean, I'll treat myself every now and then.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I get a pedicure though. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies, that's one thing you gotta stay on top of because men do look at your feet.
Yeah.
That is very, very true. They
Very
look
much
down. So they look down and want to see them strong, crusty.
Yeah.
Or you gotta keep them cut,
Yeah.
right? So they definitely do that. So 25th of June, it's your birthday. I love that.
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't thinking that at all. I was like, I have that. Okay, but your colors.
Yes.
So what inspired? I know on the website. I know that the colors are inspired by a lot of different stories in your life. So Give us a little bit of like some of them. If you
travel.
So my first collection, all the colors were inspired by my most memorable travel experience.
Oh, okay.
So I guess starting
The Egypt, like,
well, yeah.
Is that your first collection?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some of the colors here, but the color I have on, it's called Paradise Found Me, and it's from when my grandmother took me to the Bahamas.
Oh,
Why
okay.
did she take me? Was it a graduation gift? I don't know. My grandma's always out
Somewhere
in the streets and drags me.
Her grandma was lit.
You have no idea.
Yeah,
She took me to the Bahamas, and I just remember the sky was like this color, and it's just vividly just stuck in my brain, and it was so beautiful. And then I have other colors like Cab Ride in Cairo, reminds me of the time when I was in Egypt. And
it's like a yellow one, right?
Yeah. They drive cabs out there like
crazy.
Yeah, I cannot. I've never experienced anything like it ever.
Very pretty color.
Yeah, so just all of and then on the website I write stories about the actual experiences. So everything that I've written about is something I've actually been through, and then inspired from there.
I think that's dope because you feel connected.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
Okay, so
crazy.
this one, shout out to Grace.
Oh,
So this one is called East West, and it's named after this club in Croatia that I've been
Look at
to.
you with your passport.
she did semester C.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So in Croatia, they're known for their lavender, so that's
Okay.
why I picked this color. But I named it East West because we did the absolute most in this club. Like, the most, to the point where semester at sea is no longer allowed. Like,
To go to
they
Croatia.
can't, no, they can go to Croatia, they can't go to this club anymore. They said,
Y'all shut it
y'all
down.
are not welcome here ever.
What?
Yo.
We took over the entire, it was a beautiful, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was on the water, and they had a little marina, and there were cabanas, there was an inside location. People were skinny dipping.
And y'all was in there wilding.
Yep.
Whoa,
Yep.
that's crazy.
Messed up the couches. It was a great time. It was one of my best experiences. So I was like, I need to encapsulate that.
So what's your favorite print line?
My favorite is the gold. Okay. So this is Queen in the Courtyard
So where were you with that?
in Spain.
Oh,
And they have
okay.
beautiful courtyards. And it's just kind of, I guess, a part of the Spanish architecture.
Perfect.
But everything is kind of gold crusted, and there's just a lot of gold in the areas that I was in. So that's my favorite. It seems to be a favorite for a lot of people too, as well as the blue.
So I do have a question. Is it possible to have, do you have a gel line?
People ask me that, and I was so resistant for a while just because gel isn't as toxic free as I personally would like it to be. I don't get gel manicures, but I need to give people what they want. So that's in the works for the end of this year.
Cool.
In 2018.
So it seems like you're very involved in the process. So are you like there when they're making doing the colors and you're like, no, that's not light enough?
No,
or?
I'm not there. But the way it works is I'll get a sample bottles or send back and forth different colors that I want, or they're very open to communication, the people that I work with.
Okay.
So they'll either send me things that they think that I would like, or I'll reach out to them and do you have a green, do you have a blue? It's kind of like a working relationship in that way.
Okay. So how many lines are you on now?
I have 3 collections in total. 4, because I did a small temple collection.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
it was pretty nice.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to ask, like, I want to get to the
Balance.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's something that we talk about. And
Yeah.
so I mean, you took on something that's really huge, and you were working with, at an agency that's huge. So it's a lot of time. It's like, how do you find the time to balance
But
everything?
I feel like we're all in the same boat. We all have like day jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then we also have our passions. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, I took a break from this for a while. I just was I was pursuing my career because I love what I do. My 9 to 5. I love it.
Plus, that you love it.
And I'm in a creative space all the time. So it was getting to the point where I just didn't know how I wanted to exert my energy. Do I want to follow this? then I was like, do I even care about this anymore? I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that part of their own business.
Yeah.
Like people like to show like I'm hustling, I'm asleep.
Every time I'm like, oh, I gotta do the show.
Yeah,
it's like, but you get there and you're like, I'm a wild trip.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever expressed this before, but we took a break. December, January.
Yeah.
And I was stressing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, are the people still gonna love us? And he's like, yes, they will. And I'm like, no, they won't. Like, I'm literally like, I'm stressing.
Yeah.
But I had my moments where I was like, my Tuesdays and Thursdays are free. I do what I want.
Yeah.
I felt like, sorry, my daytime job, I was more productive.
Yeah.
You're at work, but you're also still thinking about your passion. So it's kind of like, how do you balance it? And it was times where I was like, all right, I think I'm done with the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was just like, it takes up
a lot.
so much of your time. Not only does it take up so much of your time, your energy is, you're drained for the most part.
You should hit up,
But what's crazy is I didn't have like that entrepreneurial itch in this way, like a product in college. I more so I was into everything. I was in every organization. Like I was vice president of student government.
Yeah.
Like I was developing.
I was on her campaign.
You were amazing. Thank you. I was very focused in that way, but that helped me develop the skills that helped me actually shape a business. I know how to communicate. I know how to sit down. I know how to ask people for things. I know how to structure things. I'm still working on letting people help me. That is my biggest roadblock, is just letting people just do what they're good at.
We low-key fight every day. So it's like, so we get it.
Yeah.
No one wants to give up their vision, their baby. Like,
it's a hard thing to have a lot of people, even 2, 3, 4 people on the same vision.
Absolutely, because there's so many creative ideas. Right. But it's just like,
what's working for this day? Right.
And then someone has to bow down.
Yeah.
But I really like, but I said.
But you guys are a partnership, so it's a little different. Like this, it's just me,
right?
Yeah.
You know, and my mom and my grandma. And my grandma said I'm like, the number one ever.
Right?
But so it's different when it's just one person, because you put all this pressure on yourself, but at the same time you have the opportunity to reach out to people to help you. So it's just learning how to do both.
Yeah.
So
not be afraid to make a mistake.
From woman to woman, I have to ask this question. Yes. Being a businesswoman and you're working and you have your own business, how is it being out here? I'm not sure if you're single or not, so I don't want to put you out on Front Street. Okay, great. All right.
You're that fella?
We're in the same boat. But do you feel like you have time for that? And because I'll give you an example for like right now.
What is that?
Exactly. So that's kind of sort of like what I'm going through right now. Is like I really don't have time, and because dating is another job, right? So how do you kind of like deal with like, because you're like out there right now, you're an entrepreneur, you're a boss. How does that kind of interfere?
And you're very social. You're very social, so it's gotta be tough.
It's not tough. Me and dating is just a weird topic anyway.
Okay.
So, but what I do realize, I tend to be attracted to people who are just as ambitious or motivated as I am.
As you should.
Of course. But then that becomes almost like a conflict of interest, because you're in these streets just like I'm in these streets, or your mind is somewhere else the same way my mind is somewhere else. So
it never can really.
Yeah, like it becomes an issue, but then it's like, that's why I was attracted to in the first place.
So it's weird. Yeah.
It's weird, but I don't know. I'm okay. I'm in a good spot right now.
Good.
So either you're going to add something creatively to whatever it is I'm doing.
Ice cream.
No,
it's just me and you.
It's different being in New York. Like, everyone's kind of on that same grind.
Yeah.
So it's just its own
monster.
Animal.
I'm about to say its own monster. I feel you. We talk about dating and relationships and stuff here all of the time. So I would love to get the boss ladies, the movers and the shakers, their
influencers.
They get intimidated.
They can at times where
I think it's great.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, Nitty agrees with me.
All the time.
yeah, but I mean,
I don't think someone just gonna sit there and look pretty.
of course,
I mean-
you have sense. But there are some people who it might not even be verbalized. It's kind of
some guys who are also
feel
on
it.
their grind just want you to sit and look pretty.
yeah, you can't shine,
And you can't shine exactly.
that.
So it's kind of like it's a conflict of interest for them. Like, yeah, they want a woman who's smart, who's pretty, and whatever,
But not too smart.
but not too smart
Not
and
too pretty.
not who can talk
Make me
too
feel
much.
dumb, make more money than me,
Yeah.
take care of me. I'm trying to chill
That's an
too.
insecure man, of course.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because
Oh, you want to take us where? All right,
Yeah.
bet.
but that's
I'll get.
no, that's how sugar.
Oh, you're right. I always get those two.
Really mixed up right now.
I get those two.
Not the same.
I digress.
You know what time you on, you still searching.
I need that cougar life.
You'll find her.
Yeah.
You'll find her.
Don't encourage me.
No, encourage me.
You're trying to cougar.
We're not bad in these conversations. I'm for that benefit too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I put my team on it. It ain't just about me. It ain't just about me. We going to the game.
We all on the jet.
We
Yeah.
going
We
on
all there.
front row
Now
seats.
we're painting her nails. It's
Yeah.
all-
it's
Hey
all-
girl, hey!
Yeah.
It's us again.
Exactly.
Be like, here they go.
I'm trying to look out for my team. That's all.
But that's cool. It's really good to hear that because some women definitely let that intimidate them when it comes to their business, especially when they get into a relationship. We tend to give everything to the relationship.
I've been there.
Yeah, me too. So it's kind of like,
Absolutely.
and I've been there during this process.
Yes, me too.
And it's just kind of like, but wait, I'm supposed to be kind of gearing up to go back into it, but I'm in this thing with someone right now, so I can't really.
Yep.
This is my passion right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you forget about it,
Yeah.
and then you kind of have to like figure it out, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's really hard. You're
Yeah.
just kind of like
I had to learn how to be selfish in a different way.
in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm actually learning that this year.
Yeah.
2017 has no one. I'm just putting this out there now. Has been about being self-admiring, and that's because, regardless of what y'all see here on the show, behind the scenes, I'm a giver, like, and I have a hard time saying no. And I think women in general have a hard time saying no.
Yeah.
And this year, I promised myself I would practice saying no because it was giving me anxiety not telling people no because I was stretching myself too thin.
Yeah.
So saying no has given me freedom to so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice, but now I'm not really into it. Like, even with the show, people would like hit me up for interviews, and I would be like, okay, and then it would be terrible, right?
Yeah, and you knew that. Your
Yeah.
instinct told you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It is
Oh man, there's only been one bad interview.
really bad, but don't do it.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
it.
not gonna let you do that. Off air.
I
I don't know who watching right now. But I had to learn to say no because it was killing my brand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he would be like, yo, we can't. We
Yeah.
just had that this week.
Yeah.
I had to like throw something to him like, yo, I need you to, is this like Africa interest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to say no, especially for products.
Mhm.
People always want or have some type of gift bag or goodie bag or they know
On the
so
low.
and so, and I've had to say no to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to, or else you're just gonna be out here and you have no control over anything.
And people will take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
They'll take advantage of
Yeah.
that. They don't know how to not ask for
Uh-huh.
crap and just keep wanting to take abuse and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So I have a story about why a nail polish line. I think that you were like obsessed.
Mhm.
But will you be expanding into other things? Beauty products? What?
I want to. I'm
Okay.
thinking lipstick.
Oh,
That's next on the radar. But I'm kind of in this limbo of a total rebrand in general.
Okay.
Like I've kind of been sitting where I started in a way as far as like the look and feel of my brand. So everything's been changed within. I'm giving myself the end of the year.
Okay.
But definitely lipstick because I'm into that too. That has
That's
now.
like good lip.
I know.
Gotta keep
Yeah.
them popping.
Yeah. So
We looking.
yeah. So definitely lipstick, but I stay in my lane. Like
Okay.
if I don't use it, then I won't be able to be passionate about it to get someone else to buy it.
Now, are you in any salons right now?
I mean, Yes, I'm in 3 salons in Jersey. Like local salons, like people that I know.
Okay.
And I've done a lot of wholesale here and there, but nothing consistently. That is like its own monster too. But it's actually fun. Like I've started to put together little packages to send off to different stores and connecting with people. That's really the biggest thing, word of mouth. People want to know that you have something. If they like it, they're going to tell someone else.
Right.
What would be like a good fit for you? Like would it be like reaching out to nail artists or the salons?
So I've gone that route in my first like couple of years. It was all about nail artists and salons, and it was a learning curve. I had to figure out what worked and what didn't. It's nice for people who are in, like, they're in Instagram. If you hit the nail hashtag, it's just its own world. Yeah. It's nice for exposure. Like I've had people message me like, oh, I saw so and so was using it, but it doesn't drive sales.
Right.
And the same with nail salons. Nobody goes to the nail salon with their own polish. There's very few people that do that.
Right.
So it's more so getting in stores, being in little boutiques, being at the register, or when Beyonce wears my nail polish and Rihanna,
Right.
When things like that. Yeah. So
what about in like your Targets and Walmarts and stuff like that?
That's not really my vibe.
Okay.
Like I would love to be in Sephora or Nordstrom or even Urban Outfitters. Like if I did a special line or something. I feel
like a bacon line or something, because you know Urban Outfitters always like random weird stuff.
Yeah, Urban Outfitters might even. I don't know. I'm growing up. Yeah. You know. So I'm like more into the little boutique-y kind of personalized shopping experiences, but Sephora definitely.
That would be dope.
Yeah. That's
gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess those are some of your goals, but like, what would be like the ultimate goal for you to accomplish with 25th of June?
Ultimate goal is I can make the decision to work or not work.
Amen. Woo! Can't wait to get my 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
I already wrote my first paragraph.
Right?
Like my intro.
Hey y'all, it's me.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy.
It's midnight.
Y'all cool. But no, and this I love it, but I don't feel like it's the end all be all for me. I see me expanding just in different ways in general.
Sure. So what has been one of your biggest obstacles through this whole process? And what did you learn from it?
I guess my biggest obstacle is consistency. Okay. For sure.
Because you talked about earlier, like the balance of work.
Yeah, and just the balance of my own, just getting my own way. Because I do that.
Really?
Yeah. But just being consistent. Because my mind, I'm so interested in so many different things that I'm like, okay, I'll just do this weekend. And then it's like 3 months later, and I haven't done anything. So that has taught me that life will keep moving.
Yes, it will.
Things will keep passing by. Opportunities will be missed, and you have to seize them. And I think sometimes I float a little bit, like, oh, good things will happen, this will happen, but like, no, you have to put in just as much energy as you're expecting to get back.
So, we have entrepreneurs that listen all the time, young, some in our age group and older. What would your advice be to that one person who's kind of like doing a double dutch, like starting a business?
Do it. It's the most cliche phrase ever. That for me, that was the easiest part. Is actually starting, and most people don't have that experience.
For me, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because I have all these ideas, I just don't know where to start. But then it's like take a step back, simplify it, and then do it.
I'm actually, you have to simplify. I'm still kind of shocked at how I did it because it was very quick. I didn't even tell many people, and I just did it. But it was something I was so passionate about it, and I just had to do it. But then the consistency is the hardest part for me. So I would tell, if you wake up and you think about it, that's the first thing on your brain, or before you go to bed, that's the only thing you think about it, you're just doing yourself disservice to not move forward with it. It's like you're literally blocking your blessings, or just your creativity.
My best friend Yvette is giving you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you. No, but it's true. It's just getting up and just doing, even if it's I did one thing every day until I had this at my parents' house. One thing every single day. Sitting down with my friends, picking out names, crossing stuff out, starting over. It's just remaining true. You have to remember, okay, why did I want to start this anyway? And you can think, this is going to sound a little weird. I'm going to say it, but it's not, I don't know if it's actually what I mean, but you can think small. And what I mean by that is you don't have to go out running thinking you're about to be the next top or whatever. Like if you are reaching small goals and you feel successful on a daily basis, like
all the other things will come.
Yeah, and that kind of will continue to propel you. I feel like sometimes people put up these markers and comparing themselves on Instagram and all these different things that they miss. Like, yo, you're actually doing really well. You're doing a lot. You're doing more than most, if that even matters to you.
I have to agree with that, because there'll be some times when, even just working with Water Ice and working with the show, I kind of feel like there's certain, I'm like, oh, we're hot. Like, I think we should be here, blah, blah. But it's like, I look back like, well, we did a lot. And then we partnered up with some really cool stuff. So it's like, I kind of like, you know what? It's all like more internal dialogue going on.
So before we get into possibly some gifts for our listeners and our watchers, I just have to, I always ask everyone this question, but who influences you? Who is the person who pushes you? Who is the person where, you know, without a
And you don't have to say me, it's cool.
I don't have just one person.
That's
I'm
fine.
very happy that it's not just one person.
I agree.
I have, like, for sure, like, no joke, Jamel and I have been talking about just everything for years.
Like, we talk about having a private jet.
Yeah.
Jokingly, but seriously.
No, we dead ass me.
Like we're gonna go hang out with Jay-Z and Beyonce like tomorrow.
Yeah, and the more we talk about it, I don't even speak in things into existence. But I just have great friends, all my family, everyone. Like I'm surrounded by a lot of great people who, even if they don't verbalize their support, like,
you know it's there.
Yeah, I know it's there. I know I can bounce ideas off of anyone in my phone, really. So yeah, you need that.
Alright, so what do you have for me?
Well, Jamal asked me to bring polish, so I don't know how you guys want to do this.
We can figure it out, but we do have some giveaways.
The way I was thinking,
you picked,
you
take your colors.
As long as you pick what she wants, and then I figure we could fill that little case.
Okay, how many fit in here?
5.
Alright, cool.
So we'll pick one lucky winner.
One lucky winner. So I think we should just do something really simple.
We'll do it on Instagram.
Do whatever you guys want.
We'll throw it up tomorrow.
Yeah. My request is tag us when you get a manicure. Post pictures, make it look cute.
Like take a picture with the bottle.
Or whatever picture style, high quality.
These are great. Like I'm not into nails, but like just the colors of it looks like candy.
And this is definitely. I'm letting y'all know now. Y'all not getting this in the box. This one belongs to me.
Yeah, there's a couple that y'all gonna be a little asked out on, but
and there's more colors on the website, 25thinjune.com.
Yeah, so let's get into that.
Go ahead.
Plug back.
Yeah, plug.
So follow us on Instagram at 25th in June. It's the
at sign
25THANDJUN.
E.
E. And I'm like looking at it.
I do my first time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Do I plug myself?
Yeah.
Follow me too if you want. At Next on the Beach. NEX.
I see what you did there.
I was on the beach. My beach is better.
So it's at next on the beach.
Right. NEX on the beach.
Cool.
And what can we find on your Instagram?
You know,
we're not getting on
Slayage.
Sometimes.
But they can purchase
good days. Yeah, you can
on
purchase online. 25thinjune.com.
Okay.
Or email me. All my contact information is on the website.
Ladies, if you have an artist or someone who knows a salon,
or even
a boutique,
a project,
a
photo shoot,
something.
I have a close friend,
Hit her
Courtney. Shout out to Courtney. She actually always has a bunch of nail polishes. She just actually probably was like, girl, did you do your nails today? She was like, yeah, bitch. She had a basket and stuff like that. So I'm going to tell Courtney about this. If she's not watching already,
hi, Courtney.
We definitely have to support. We will support because that's how we get it out here. That's what we do.
We just trying to look out for the ladies.
You have to come back though
for
when we have our event.
I want to come back and talk about like
Ratchet recap?
Like boys and stuff.
Whenever. It doesn't have to be about the business, but we'll always plug the business.
Always.
But whenever it's a good topic, we'll be like, we should.
Yeah. I wanted y'all to meet because I feel like y'all
Yeah,
like
he's been saying
there.
that for so long.
Like,
And it worked.
No,
It
y'all
definitely
know.
worked.
I like what I really want is either you come down or you go up to New York and go out. Like, I feel like y'all would have.
Probably me, because I need to go out. I'm right now. I'm a grandma.
I don't go out.
No, but like I just want to see y'all like just at a night out together. Like I think
I'll be like,
it'll be like funny, but like y'all gonna talk shit about other people.
I don't talk shit about people. You know I become best friends with everyone.
That's true.
I always am like, hey guys,
alright,
meet these
I meant like talking shit like about like dudes that try to hit on y'all.
oh yeah, I'm on it.
Like I want to see that. For me, I'm gonna eat popcorn. Like
I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be a better.
No, I think it would be hilarious if y'all went out.
Yeah, come up anytime.
Yeah.
My birthday, June 25th. I'm gonna have. I don't know what I'm doing, but you guys are invited.
Cool.
You're invited.
Yeah.
Can we take a road trip?
I'm with it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are out of here. Once again, thank you, Nexus Cook, for coming onto the show. Everyone, please go to 25thandjune.com and buy polish. Guys, buy it for your girls,
Yes.
girls, buy it for your moms, sisters,
Cousin,
everybody.
auntie,
Grab it right now.
your side joint.
No.
What? With the side B collection? Here you go.
No.
I don't got to. I don't have to. People be doing something crazy. All right, everybody, you already know what it is. Not all superheroes wear capes. Sometimes they wear headphones. Peace, guys.
Peace.
Bye.